students. Today we will discuss about the reactions, that is chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. Beta, alcohol and phenol have chemical property by cleavage of OH bond. Second, cleavage of CO bond. Third, alcohol as whole molecule. Alcohol as whole molecule. Out of these three, two properties will be discussed with you in my previous video. Now we will start the chemical property of alcohol, in which alcohol is used as whole molecule. Alcohol is used as whole molecule. Beta, for this first reaction in which alcohol as a whole molecule is used, that is the dehydration. That is the dehydration. Beta, dehydration of alcohol, either primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Alcohol as whole molecule will be used, and we will get different product for primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. But dehydration is not occur in case of phenol, because in case of phenol, benzene is most stable, so hydrogen is not replaced from the benzene. So this property is only and only occur by alcohol. Beta, when dehydration will occur in case of primary alcohol. Beta, dehydrating agent, most important dehydrating agent or strong dehydrating agent is concentrated sulfuric acid. Beta, concentrated sulfuric acid act on primary alcohol. Act on primary alcohol. Give alkene at maximum temperature. But at different temperature, the same reaction give different product. Just like at 383 Kelvin temperature. Beta, at 383 Kelvin temperature, it will give ethyl hydrogen sulfate and remove water. Dehydration, removal of water. Beta, D means removal, hydrate water. The process of removal of water is known as dehydration. Water is removed and we will get ethyl hydrogen sulfate. When the same reactant, beta, ethanol, treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, but temperature is slightly increased, that is approximate 413 Kelvin temperature. At 413 Kelvin temperature, it will give diethyl ether. The same reaction give diethyl ether with elimination of water. In this case, 2 moles of ethanol will be used, and temperature, maximum temperature, that is approximate for 70 Kelvin temperature. At beta, it is at 413 Kelvin temperature. At 443 Kelvin temperature to 453 Kelvin temperature or more. This much temperature or more. Ethanol with sulfuric acid or with concentrated sulfuric acid at this temperature. it will give alkene. OH removed from this carbon and hydrogen ion released from adjacent carbon or alpha carbon. And we will get ethene. It is diethyl ether. Clear? Beta, you must learn the product of same reactant at different temperature, because at different temperature they give different product. And mechanism of this reaction is in our syllabus. In our exam, it is clear-cut question. Write down the mechanism of dehydration of ethanol to ethene. From this chapter, we will learn two mechanisms. One in the preparation of alcohol, that is the hydration of ethene, and other is the dehydration of ethanol into alkene. Now, mechanism for the reaction that dehydration of ethanol or alcohol at 443 Kelvin temperature. Our reaction is this one. Ethanol treated with concentrated sulfuric acid to give ethene. Mechanism for this reaction is asked in our exam. 3 marks question, beta. Beta, this mechanism consists of 3 steps. Step 1. Sulfuric acid, release proton, that is generation of proton. Beta, second step, attack of proton. Beta ji, proton will attack on the atom which have high density of electron. Out of these, only oxygen have high density of electron. So, proton attack on oxygen atom and oxygen give its electron to the electron deficient species. And we will get oxonium ion. We will get oxonium ion. Oxygen atom carry positive charge is known as oxonium ion. Ethyl group remain as it is, no effect. Only oxygen give electron to the proton. So, oxygen atom carry positive charge is known as oxonium ion. Beta, oxygen is more electronegative atom as compared to carbon or hydrogen, yet it consists of positive charge. That means it is not stable. To become stable, it will lose or attract electron from the neighboring carbon. Then carbocation will generate. That is generation of carbocation. Generation of carbocation. First one, generation of proton. Second one, generation of carbocation. From here, carbocation is generated because this carbon lose the electron and become positively charged. And water is removed. H2O is removed. Now, step 3. Beta ji, attack of nucleophile. We all must remember positive and negative attraction takes place very easily and very fastly. But here, nucleophile does not attack on the carbon positive charge. But it will attack on the proton of neighboring carbon. This carbon atom carry positive charge. And nucleophile, beta, this one nucleophile. nucleophile does not attack on the positively charged carbon. Beta, this nucleophile need only one proton, so it will attack on the proton of or hydrogen of neighboring atom. Neighboring atom is this one. So hydrogen lose electron to the positively charged carbon, and we will get alkene by release of H2SO4 as it is. So concentrated sulfuric acid will act as catalyst or dehydrating agent. This mechanism is asked in your exam, beta, but this mechanism will occur only at the temperature 433 to 443 Kelvin temperature or more. But at the low temperature we will get ethyl hydrogen sulfate or diethyl ether. For these two reactions, two steps are same, only third step will be different. First of all, for this reaction, generation of proton will be generated. Then proton attack on the more electron density atom, that is oxygen, and oxygen atom carry positive charge. This is known as oxonium cation or oxonium ion. Oxygen atom carry positive charge is known as oxonium ion or oxygen cation. That's on you. Correct word is the oxonium ion. Now oxygen is more electronegative and carry positive charge. It is reverse phenomena. So it attracts electrons towards itself from the neighboring carbon. And carbon atom carry positive charge is the carbocation. Then on this positively charged carbon, nucleophile attack, but nucleophile does not need carbon. It will need one proton. So it will attack on the proton of neighboring carbon. And we will get alkene. But if this reaction is take place at the lower temperature, then what happen? Beta, only third step will be different, otherwise same. At low temperature, at 383 Kelvin temperature, at 383 Kelvin temperature, only third step will be different. Beta, nucleophile directly attack on the carbon positive charge, carbocation. This is the negative charge. It will attack directly on it at low temperature. And we will get ethyl hydrogen sulfate. This reaction or this mechanism will be occur only at low temperature. But if temperature is slightly increased, that is approximate 413 Kelvin temperature, then reaction will be slightly different. Beta, at 413 Kelvin temperature, nucleophile does not attack on the cationic species. On this cationic species, other molecule of ethanol will attack. Oxygen atom carry lone pair electrons. It give lone pair electron to the positively charged carbon, and oxygen atom carry positive charge. Oxygen atom donate the electron, so it carry positive charge. Oxygen atom carry positive charge is known as oxonium ion. Oxygen atom carry positive charge is known as oxonium ion. Now, attack of nucleophile take place, and our nucleophile need only and only one proton. Our nucleophile need only and only one proton. So the same reaction will be occurred at beta, oxonium cation will be formed like this: CH3 CH2 ethyl with positively charged oxygen, Now attack of nucleophile. Beta, nucleophile need only one proton. It will attack on this proton because it is more acidic, and it will release sulfuric acid again, and we will get only and only diethyl ether. But this mechanism is occur only at the temperature 413 Kelvin temperature. Only at 413 Kelvin temperature. Beta, same reaction will be occur with some different or mild dehydrating agent. Some mild dehydrating agent. Beta, these are mild dehydrating agent are phosphorus pentoxide, aluminium oxide, etc. If ethanol is treated with alumina or phosphorus pentoxide at 523 Kelvin temperature, approximate 523 Kelvin temperature, we will get diethyl ether. We will get diethyl ether with release of water. Just like reaction occur like this. Sorry. Like this. Water is removed and both the ethyl group attached with one common oxygen. Just like this. Clear? But if the same reaction will be performed at temperature approximate 623 Kelvin temperature or more. If the same reaction will be performed at the temperature more than 623 Kelvin temperature, beta, we will get alkene. We will get alkene. Only one ethanol molecule. Give the test and we will get alkene. It is the dehydration process of the ethanol. Beta, primary alcohol give alkene, secondary alcohol also give alkene, and tertiary alcohol also give alkene at high temperature. Suppose you have primary alcohol, secondary alcohol as well as tertiary alcohol. This is the primary alcohol in one test tube. Second test tube contain secondary alcohol. Third test tube contain tertiary alcohol. In each test tube, we will add concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid acts as dehydrating agent. Then what happens? Beta, tertiary alcohol is more reactive than secondary than tertiary. Only temperature difference is there, otherwise product is same. It will occur at 358 Kelvin temperature. It is 400 Kelvin temperature, and this will at 443 Kelvin temperature or more. In this case, we will get ethene. In this case, OH from this carbon, H from any of these two carbon will be removed. Water is removed. OH from second carbon, H from first carbon, and we will get propene. But in this case, OH goes from this carbon and H from this carbon like this. H and OH will release water and we will get 2-methyl propene. 1, 2, 3 propene. Second carbon consists of methyl group, 2-methyl propene. But in case of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, we will get only alkene. Now another dehydrogenation reaction. First one is the dehydration and second one is the dehydrogenation. Reaction. D means removal of hydrogen. Beta, in 3 test tube, 1 test tube we will get primary alcohol. In second test tube we will get secondary alcohol. And in third test tube we will get tertiary alcohol. It is primary alcohol, it is secondary alcohol, it is tertiary alcohol. Clear? R dash may be H, may be alkyl. R always alkyl. R is always alkyl. But R dash may be hydrogen, may be alkyl. When dehydrogenating agent, that is copper in presence of red phosphorus added to the primary alcohol, in the same way in the secondary alcohol and in tertiary alcohol. Primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Then what happened? Beta, primary alcohol give aldehyde, secondary alcohol give ketone and tertiary alcohol give alkene. Beta, all the time reaction will be occur at 573 Kelvin temperature. In few books red phosphorus is written, but in number of books only copper at 573 Kelvin temperature. So you may see in your book red phosphorus is given or not. If given, you can learn. If not given, you may skip. You can learn or cannot be learned. That's on you. Better primary alcohol, OH from oxygen and H from here. So beta, dehydrogenation, hydrogen is removed. One hydrogen from this side, one from same carbon, and we will get aldehyde. Same here, we will get ketone. Primary alcohol give aldehyde, secondary alcohol give ketone. But in case of tertiary carbon, there is no hydrogen. Then what happen? Either no reaction will be there, or if reaction will be there, there is some other type of reaction. Beta, hydrogen goes from neighboring carbon. This carbon carry OH and neighboring carbon carry H. H from neighboring carbon and OH from the same carbon. In this case, water is removed. Reaction will be dehydration reaction will be occur. Reaction is the dehydration reaction, and we will get alkene. OH is removed, carbon combined with another carbon which loses its H, and valency will be complete by double bond. Alkene is formed. Beta, primary alcohol give aldehyde, secondary alcohol give ketone, and tertiary alcohol give alkene. It is the test to differentiate primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Now another type of reaction under the heading alcohol as whole molecule is oxidation reaction. First one is the dehydration, second one is the dehydrogenation, and third one is the oxidation reaction. Beta, oxidation of alcohol will be take place with strong oxidizing agent, either potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate. Beta, potassium permanganate in any medium, either acidic, basic or neutral medium, behave as oxidizing agent, but potassium dichromate will behave as oxidizing agent only in acidic medium, only acidic medium. So beta, we have three test tube. One test tube contain primary alcohol, second test tube contains secondary alcohol, and third test tube contains tertiary alcohol. Beta, first test tube contain primary alcohol, second test tube contain secondary alcohol, and third test tube contain tertiary alcohol. And in each the test tube we will add strong oxidizing agent, either acidified potassium dichromate or Bayer's reagent. Bayer's reagent is the KMnO4KOH, or acidified K2Cr2O7 means K2Cr2O7 potassium dichromate plus concentrated sulfuric acid. Either of the following strong oxidizing agent is used. Primary alcohol give aldehyde, and finally the reaction will be stopped up to carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid, that is the ethanoic acid. Secondary alcohol with the same reagent, beta, out of these they have tendency to release nascent oxygen. It will give secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol give ketone. And finally the reaction stop up to carboxylic acid with release of carbon dioxide and water molecule. With release of carbon dioxide and water molecule. Now beta, tertiary alcohol. What will happen with tertiary alcohol? Because tertiary carbon do not contain any hydrogen. So what type of reaction take place? There is no formation of alkene. There is formation of acetone or ketone. Tertiary alcohol on oxidation, beta, oxidizing agent same in all the steps. They will give ketone. That means one carbon reduced in the form of carbon dioxide, and hydrogen of this carbon will be reduced in the form of water. Again it will be oxidized and reaction will take place same, that is formation of acetic acid with release of carbon dioxide and water. That means primary alcohol give carboxylic acid without elimination of carbon dioxide. Secondary alcohol release 1 mole of carbon dioxide and give carboxylic acid. Tertiary alcohol give 2 moles of carbon dioxide and form carboxylic acid. It is the also difference point. Primary alcohol gives same number of carbon atom in the acid. Secondary alcohol give carboxylic acid with 1 carbon less. Beta, it consists of 3 carbon. It consists of 2 carbons. And here tertiary alcohol on oxidation give carboxylic acid with 2 carbon less. With 2 carbon less as compared to parental alcohol. It is the point of difference between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Now some reactions that are shown by phenol only but not by alcohol. That is the electrophilic substitution reaction. Beta, that is electrophilic substitution reactions. This electrophilic substitution reaction will be shown by aromatic compound, not by aliphatic compound, because electrophilic reaction will take place on electrophilic substitution reaction will be take place on benzene ring or in aromatic compounds. Beta, here four main reactions. First one, halogenation. First one, halogenation. Halogenation means addition of halogen. Beta, addition of halogen. When phenol react with bromine water, we will get 2,4,6 tribromophenol with release of 3 moles of HBr. But if conditions of the reaction will be changed, the phenol react with bromine under dry condition, either CS2 or CCl4 at 273 Kelvin temperature. Phenol is treated with bromine under dry condition to give orthobromophenol or parabromophenol. Para product is major one, other one is minor. Clear? By changing the condition, product will be differentiate. Product will be differ. Now, another important reaction is the sulfonation. Another important reaction is sulfonation. Beta, when phenol is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid. Phenol is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, but not heat. This reaction is under cold condition at 0 degree centigrade temperature, at 273 Kelvin temperature. Beta, we will get orthohydroxysulfonic acid. 2-hydroxysulfonic acid. This one is the more active group. So number 1 carbon is given to this. Hydroxyl group will be second position. 2-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid. If we heat the same compound, phenol with concentrated sulfuric acid, up to 100 degree centigrade temperature, 373 Kelvin temperature, what will happen? Beta, reaction take place and we will get 4-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid. 4-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid. When we boil the mixture, we will get para product. If orthohydroxy or 2-hydroxy benzene sulfonic acid is heated up to 373 Kelvin, same product will be formed. That means at low temperature, ortho will be stable, at high temperature, para will be stable. Now, third one, beta nitration. Third one is the nitration. Addition of nitro group. Beta, what will happen when phenol is treated with concentrated nitric acid? When phenol is treated with concentrated nitric acid, then what happens? When phenol is treated with concentrated nitric acid, we will get picric acid. Common name is the picric acid, otherwise 2, 4, 6. Beta 2, 4, 6. Trinitro phenol. Common name is the picric acid. In your exam, may be question that convert phenol into picric acid. You must remember this compound is known as picric acid. Only nitration will be done. This nitration will be done in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Beta, these two are collectively known as nitrating mixture. These two are collectively known as nitrating mixture. Beta, what will happen when phenol is treated with dilute nitric acid? When phenol is treated with dilute nitric acid, then what will happen? Beta, we will get a mixture of product, orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. Orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. Beta, you must remember that orthonitrophenol is more stable as compared to paranitrophenol. Why? Answer is due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Beta, this one, because two groups are very near to each other and they form hydrogen bond between oxygen atom and hydrogen atom present at the opposite end of phenol. So, due to this intramolecular hydrogen bonding, this one is the major product, more stable. The product which is more stable, that is major. Which is less stable, minor, 1-2%, 10%, not more than that. Clear? Now, one more reaction in it. What will happen when phenol is react with nitrous acid? What will happen when phenol is react with nitrous acid? When phenol is treated with nitrous acid, beta, we will get paranitrous phenol. Paranitrosophenol means when phenol is treated with sodium nitrite in presence of HCl. Beta, these two will combine with each other to give nitrous acid plus NaCl. It will be filtered out and we will have nitrous acid. When nitrous acid react with phenol, we will get paranitrosophenol. This reaction will be occur at temperature approximate to 90 Kelvin temperature. Approximate to 90 Kelvin temperature. Upon oxidation, beta, it will change into paranitrophenol. Otherwise, paranitrophenol is less stable, minor product. But from this reaction, we will form paranitrophenol. if in your exam convert phenol into para-nitrophenol, beta with concentrated nitric acid we will get picric acid, with dilute nitric acid we will get orthonitrophenol as the major product. So can't be possible to prepare para-nitrophenol from the phenol by this reaction. So we will use this reaction. When beta this group is nitroso group, para-nitroso phenol. Upon oxidation, it will give para-nitrophenol. Clear? Now, beta these are some reaction. One more reaction, that is the Friedel-Crafts reaction. That is Friedel-Crafts reaction. When phenol, another one is the Friedel-Crafts reaction. Beta these reactions given by phenol, not by alcohol. So you will learn the property of phenol, that is Friedel-Crafts reaction. Or Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. When phenol is treated with alkyl halide in presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, beta we will get orthomethyl or paramethyl phenol. Para one is more stable, ortho one is less stable. Clear? Acylation reaction is shown by phenol is known as Schotten-Baumann reaction. Clear? Acylation reaction will occur not at ortho and para position. It will replace the hydrogen and ester is formed. So Friedel-Crafts alkylation is shown by the phenol. Now another one is the Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Riemann-Tiemann reaction. Beta phenol is treated with chloroform. This is the chloroform. Common name is chloroform. IUPAC name is 1,1,1-trichloromethane. In presence of alcoholic KOH at 340 Kelvin temperature. At 340 Kelvin temperature. Whole reaction will be take place at ortho position only, and we will get beta potassium replace the proton of hydroxyl group, and we will get phenoxide ion, potassium phenoxide ion. Now water is removed, and we will get ortho dichloro. We will get this product. 2 mole of aqueous KOH will be added. 2 mole of KCl is removed. In place of chlorine, we will get OH. Single carbon do not carry 2 or 3 OH group with one more stable aryl group, so it is unstable. It will lose water automatically to become stable. Beta this water is removed, and we will have CHO group at ortho position. CHO group only. To remove the potassium with hydrogen, we will add dilute HCl. KCl will be removed, and we will get salicylic aldehyde. Beta we will have salicylic aldehyde. Salicylic aldehyde. Now Beta, Riemann-Tiemann reaction is also shown by another compound, that is the carbon tetrachloride. The same reaction, Riemann-Tiemann reaction, is also done by one more compound. That compound is carbon tetrachloride. Beta, carbon tetrachloride. Here none of the hydrogen is, in place of hydrogen chlorine is there. So here 3 mole of chlorine will be used. 1 is removed with potassium, and we will add 3 moles of aqueous KOH. 3 KCl remove, and we will have carboxylic acid at ortho position. And finally we will get salicylic acid. Finally we will get salicylic acid. If in your exam convert phenol into salicylic acid, you may use the Riemann-Tiemann reaction or one more reaction, that is the Kolsch reaction. One more reaction, that is the Kolsch reaction. Beta, phenol treated with carbon dioxide at 340 Kelvin temperature in presence of KOH or NaH alkali. Beta, we will get potassium salt of salicylic acid by addition of dilute HCl. KCl is removed and we will get salicylic acid. We will get salicylic acid. Clear? For this reaction you may write like this. Beta, pressure is 4 to 7 atmospheric pressure. This same reaction may be written like this. First of all, phenol react with KOH to release water to give potassium phenoxide or sodium phenoxide. Then carbon dioxide will be attacked over here. At what temperature? 340 Kelvin temperature, 4 to 7 atmospheric pressure. Beta, we will get carboxylic acid group at ortho position only, and then add dilute HCl. KCl is removed and we will get salicylic acid. Both are correct. Either be done by this method or this method. Both reactions are correct. Now coupling reaction. Beta, it is one most important reaction. From the coupling reaction we will prepare dye. We will prepare a dye, that is the coupling reaction. Beta, coupling reaction. Phenol is treated with benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. Beta, phenol is acidic in nature. So we will have pH 9 to 10, weakly alkaline medium. Weakly alkaline medium. Beta, phenol will attack with benzene diazonium chloride at para position and release only HCl, and we will have para hydroxy azobenzene. We will have para hydroxy azobenzene, and color of this dye is orange dye. Color of this dye is orange dye. Beta, same reaction will also occur in case of aniline. When aniline attack with benzene diazonium salt, it is basic in nature, so medium of the reaction is slightly acidic, pH 4 to 5. Clear? Beta, same reaction will occur at para position and we will have para amino azobenzene. In place of OH, only NH2 group is replaced. Para amino azobenzene. This dye is yellow dye. Same HCl is removed H from the para position. Coupling reaction consists of these two, one with the phenol, other with the aniline. Now, beta, oxidation. Oxidation of phenol. Beta, phenol on oxidation with strong oxidizing agent, either potassium dichromate or potassium permanganate, it will give paraquinone. Alcohol give alkene, carboxylic acid, and it will give paraquinone. Thank you. We will distinguish the primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Better to distinguish the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, we have 4 tests. One test is Lucas test. One test is Lucas test. Lucas test consists of 3 test tubes. Primary alcohol in one test tube, secondary alcohol in second test tube and tertiary alcohol in third test tube. Then add hydrochloric acid in each. Better in presence of anhydrous halogen carrier, anhydrous zinc chloride in each case. Let tertiary alcohol give turbidity immediately. Turbidity appears immediately. In case turbidity appears after 5 minutes, and in case of primary alcohol, turbidity appears after 1 hour on strong heating. Clear? Better this test you will already have done in case of haloalkane haloarine as well as in case of alcohol. Now second, dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation, that is copper at 573 Kelvin temperature. This is the dehydrating agent, dehydrogenating agent. Beta, primary alcohol give aldehyde. Secondary alcohol secondary alcohol at copper 573 Kelvin temperature give ketone, hydrogen, not water. And tertiary alcohol with copper 573 do not act as dehydrogenating agent. Beta, it acts as dehydration agent. That means dehydration reaction take place, not dehydrogenation. Water is removed and we get alkene. Water is removed from here. Clear? Third one, oxidation. Beta, primary alcohol give carboxylic acid with same number of carbon atom. Secondary alcohol give carboxylic acid with one carbon less than parental alcohol. And tertiary alcohol. Beta tertiary alcohol give carboxylic acid with two carbon less than parental alcohol. These three methods you already be discussed in the property of alcohol. Now our fourth method is known as Victor-Meyer method. Beta fourth one is the Victor-Meyer method to distinguish the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. Victor-Meyer method. In case of Victor-Meyer method, beta we have primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohol. Primary alcohol, secondary and tertiary. In each test tube, first of all we will add iodine in red phosphorus. Iodine in red phosphorus. Iodine solution with red phosphorus in each test tube. In each test tube, beta we will get iodoalkane, either primary, secondary or tertiary alcohol. We will get iodoalkane. Then in each test tube we will add silver nitrate, AgNO2, silver nitrate. Now beta AgI is removed in each case. AgI will remove and we will get nitroalkane, either primary, secondary or tertiary. In place of I we will get NO2 group. Iodine is replaced by NO2 group. AgI is replaced. AgI is removed from each case and we will get nitroalkane. In place of I, beta NO2 group is added. I is removed, NO2 group is added. Now in each case we will add nitrous acid. HNO2. Beta primary alcohol have H, OH remove here and we will get nitroso, one nitroso nitroalkane. One nitroso nitroalkane. Here H is present. It will show 1,3 hydrogen shift or ketoenol tautomerism and it will give oxime group. These two are known as nitrolic acid. These two are known as nitrolic acid. Here H is present, H and OH, water is removed and product is formed. But it is just like nitrolic acid but not actually, because this again do not have H. It is known as pseudo-nitrolic acid. Clear? Here H is not present, so no reaction. Now in each of the test tube we will add NaOH. In case of primary alcohol, in case of secondary alcohol, in case of tertiary alcohol. Beta primary alcohol give blood red coloration. Secondary alcohol give deep blue coloration. but tertiary alcohol reaction does not take place, so colorless solution. In case of Victor-Meyer test, when we perform whole test and our test tube contain blood red coloration, we will say it is primary alcohol. If it will give deep blue coloration, we will have secondary alcohol. If no color is produced in the solution after the test, we will get tertiary alcohol. Clear? Beta, this is all about the alcohol and phenol. Thank you.